Eamonn Holmes breaks silence on show absence and admits he's pacing himself. Eamonn Holmes, the beloved British television presenter, has broken his silence on his absence from TV screens, providing insight into his personal situation and how he is managing his health and career moving forward. In a recent statement, Holmes, who has been a fixture of daytime TV for decades, admitted he is pacing himself after facing various health challenges that have led to his noticeable absence from his regular roles. Fans of the popular TV personality, known for his time on shows such as This Morning and GB News, have been wondering about the reasons behind his hiatus, but now Holmes is ready to explain. Health concerns prompt a change. Holmes, who has always been a mainstay in British broadcasting, took a step back from his usual presenting duties after publicly revealing he had been dealing with several health problems. One of the most prominent issues he faced was a significant back condition. Over the years, Holmes has been open about his struggles with mobility and pain, particularly following a major back surgery. The pain and the resulting slow recovery process have made it difficult for him to maintain his usual pace of work. In his statement, Holmes acknowledged the toll his health has taken, saying, "I've had to adjust. I've had to pace myself." He also mentioned that his health needed to be prioritized for the sake of both his physical well-being and mental health. The decision to slow down was not made lightly, as Holmes has spent much of his career in the public eye, but he recognized that the time for taking care of himself had come. Reassessing his career and priorities. As one of the most recognized figures in British television, Eamonn Holmes' absence from the screen has not gone unnoticed. However, his honesty about his health struggles has earned him widespread support from fans and colleagues alike. In his statement, he emphasized that this period of reflection has given him the opportunity to reassess his career priorities. Holmes is no stranger to the demands of television, having spent more than 30 years in the business. He has been involved in various projects, including his well-known partnership with his wife, Ruth Langsford, on This Morning. The duo's chemistry and charm made them one of the most beloved presenting teams on British television. However, as Holmes dealt with the toll of years of presenting, he acknowledged that he had to strike a balance between continuing his career and giving his body the rest it needed. "I've always loved my job and I always will," Holmes stated. "But sometimes, life forces you to slow down and focus on other things, like health, family, and recovery." The impact of the pandemic. In addition to his ongoing back issues, Holmes' absence also comes after a particularly challenging period for the entertainment industry. The COVID-19 pandemic impacted many television personalities, with productions shutting down and schedules being disrupted. Holmes was no exception, with some of his roles being scaled back during the height of the pandemic, as many shows pivoted to remote formats or limited in-person work. Holmes has been candid about how the pandemic affected him personally. He described the period as one of self-reflection, which gave him more time to consider what truly mattered in his life. It was a period of adjusting to the new realities of both the world and his own body. This time away from the limelight also allowed him to reconnect with his family and focus on recovery. Pacing himself, going forward. Now that he is ready to return to the public eye, Holmes is adamant about taking a more measured approach to his career. While he has expressed his eagerness to get back to presenting, he made it clear that he would no longer be pushing himself as he once did. "I know my limits now," he explained. "I am not someone who is going to try to keep up the pace that I once did. I've learned that it's okay to step back when you need to." This mindset is reflected in his approach to work, where he now intends to work at a pace that allows him to remain healthy and continue enjoying his career without overexerting himself. Fans can expect to see him more selectively in various roles rather than the constant presence he was known for in the past. Holmes emphasized that this change doesn't mean he's retiring or stepping away from the industry entirely. Instead, it's about finding a new rhythm in his career that is sustainable in the long term. Support from colleagues and fans. Since stepping back from the daily grind of presenting, Holmes has received an outpouring of support from his colleagues and loyal fans. Ruth Langsford, his longtime co-presenter and wife, has been particularly supportive throughout his recovery. The pair have worked together on This Morning for years, and Langsford has been a pillar of strength during their time together. In her own public comments, she noted how proud she was of Holmes for taking the necessary time to focus on his health and family. Fans of the TV star have also shown their appreciation for his honesty and vulnerability. On social media, many have expressed how much they miss seeing him on their screens but have also voiced their understanding of his decision to prioritize his well-being. One fan wrote, "Eamonn, we love you and understand your need to take care of yourself. We can't wait to see you back when you're ready. Looking to the future, Holmes' plans for the future include a return to television, though he's not rushing back. He has teased the possibility of upcoming projects but has yet to commit to any particular role. Given his years of experience, it is likely that he will continue to be a familiar face on British TV, albeit in a more limited capacity. At the same time, Holmes has expressed interest in new opportunities that may allow him to explore different avenues in television. He's said that he is open to working on projects that allow him to be creative and engage with his audience in new ways. This may include more relaxed formats or shows where he can contribute without the demanding schedule of daily live television. "Television has always been my passion, and I still love it," Holmes said. "But now, it's about finding a balance. I'm looking forward to whatever comes next, but it has to be at the right pace for me." Conclusion: Eamonn Holmes' decision to step back and pace himself is a reflection of a new chapter in his career and life. His health, both physical and mental, is now his primary concern, and he's learning to navigate the challenges of his industry while maintaining a healthier lifestyle. While his absence from the screen has left a void for many, his return will likely be one that is well thought out, with a renewed focus on balance and sustainability. For his fans, there's no need to worry. Eamonn Holmes is not disappearing from the public eye entirely. Instead, he's taking the time he needs to ensure that when he returns, he can continue to entertain and inform, all while being mindful of his health and happiness. His transparency and candidness about his journey provide inspiration for many, demonstrating that it's okay to take a step back and adjust when necessary. Eamonn Holmes breaks silence on show absence and admits he's pacing himself. Eamonn Holmes has finally broken his silence regarding his noticeable absence from television in recent months, opening up about his reasons for stepping back and how he's been managing his health. The popular TV presenter, known for his long-standing role on This Morning, admitted that he has been pacing himself as he continues to recover from health issues. Holmes, who has been in the public eye for decades, shared that he has been taking time to focus on his well-being and is adjusting his work schedule accordingly. In an honest interview, Holmes revealed that he has faced a series of health challenges over the past year, including undergoing surgery and dealing with ongoing physical ailments. He acknowledged the importance of listening to his body and being mindful of his limitations, especially as he approaches his mid-60s. The TV personality has been open about the toll that years of working in a demanding industry have taken on his health, and he's now prioritizing a more balanced lifestyle. Holmes clarified that his absence from the screen was not the result of a permanent departure from television but rather a necessary break to